Continue to the Model 3 hardened concrete. In previous session, we were discussing about the factors influencing the strength of concrete. That is nothing but factors which affect the strength of concrete. Influence is nothing but power to affect. Okay, it is same. Don't get confused. Factors affecting the strength of concrete or influencing the strength of concrete. So in previous session we have discussed about water space ratio, gel space ratio and maturity of concrete. So now we'll go through the other factors which affect the strength of concrete. So first we'll go through the different various factors which affect the strength of concrete. So there may be a quality of raw materials, coarse fine aggregate ratio, aggregate cement ratio, quality of water, compaction of concrete, water cement ratio, gel space ratio, mixed proportion, admixtures, maturity of concrete, grading of aggregates, curing of concrete, segregation, bleeding, creep, shrinkage. So these all factors which affect the strength of concrete. Okay, so now we'll go through some of the factors one by one. So quality of raw materials are nothing but the materials which we use to produce the concrete. In previous module you all get to know that the materials which we use to produce the concrete, those are cement, aggregate, water, admixtures. You all use these materials. So cement should be conform with the appropriate standards and it has been stored correctly, that is in dry condition. The cement should be free from lumps or any dust. It should be, when you open it on site, it should give a cool feel. This should be soft and clean. Okay, and it should be suitable for use in concrete. And next, aggregates. So quality of aggregates, there are many points you have to consider. In aggregates, the quality of aggregate, size of aggregate, shape of the aggregate, texture of the aggregate, that is surface texture of the aggregate. Next, grading of aggregates, etc. determines the strength. Okay, the strength of the concrete. So even the strength of the aggregate also. Even the strength of the aggregate which you are using to produce the concrete. So these all points will affect or determine the strength of the concrete. The presence of salts, that is chlorides and sulfates, and silts, clay also reduces the strength of the concrete. So when you are using the aggregates, it may be a coarse aggregate or fine aggregates, there should not be any presence of salts, silts, clay or any other like waste material, dust. Okay, and next, water should be potable. It should be the water should be drinking purpose used. The water we have to use for the concrete which is used for the drinking purpose. Okay, that it should be potable, free from any chemicals and all. And next is coarse and fine aggregate ratio. This is also important when you are going to produce the concrete. In mixed design, while calculating the mixed design, you have to calculate all the ratios of the material, how much cement it required, depend on the grade of concrete you are going to produce. So depend on the design and requirements, you have to use the definite quality and quantity of cement, fine aggregate, coarse aggregate, water, right? So if the proportion of fine aggregate is increased in relation to the coarse aggregate, then overall aggregate surface area will increase. Okay, so when the surface area will increase, then the water demand will also increase. I have explained this in previous session while explaining the workability in the water cement ratio. So as the aggregates increases, as the quantity of aggregate increases, the water demand for concrete will also increases. So if the water demand has increased, then water cement ratio will increase. So since the water cement ratio has increased, the compressive strength will decrease. Why the water cement ratio will increase? When there is an increased amount of or increased quantity of coarse aggregate, then you need a water more, that is you need the increased amount of water, because if you use the less amount of water, then you will not reach the required workability. The workability will be low. So that's why again you have to add the water. When the water for that purpose you need to increase the water cement ratio. So when the water cement ratio increases, the strength of concrete decreases. So this is the coarse fine aggregate ratio. Next is aggregate cement ratio. So if the volume remains the same and the proportion of cement relation to that of sand is increased, the surface area of the solid will increase. See what happens if the aggregates remain same, but if you increase the cement, if you increase the cement quantity, then the surface area of solid will increase. So if the surface area of solid is increased, then water demand will stay same for the constant workability. Okay, when you increase the quantity of aggregates, then only the water requirement will be increased. But when you increase the cement, then water requirement or demand will be stay same for the constant workability. So when assuming an increased cement content for no increase in water demand, then the water demand ratio will decrease. Then the water cement ratio will decrease. So if the water cement ratio reduces, the strength will increase. If the water cement ratio reduces, then the strength will increase, because when you are increasing the cement content for the same water demand, or without increasing the water quantity, then the water cement ratio will be decreased, right? So when the water cement ratio decreases for the same workability, then the strength will increase. Okay, so don't get confused. Workability is nothing but it is the ease with the mixing, placing and compacting. That is what workability is nothing but it should be easy to mixing, compaction and placing. That is what workability, right? So next is mixed proportion. High mixes of concrete give the more workability to concrete, as I have explained just now. So as more cement gives the as the more cement gives more paste of cement for lubricating the concrete. So next is admixtures. That's why some experiments are going on the nowadays, that high mix proportions, because to increase the strength or to check the strength or the properties of the concrete. So next is admixtures. The presence of admixture like pozzolana and plasticizers increase the workability for the same without increasing the water requirement or without increasing the water cement ratio. Thus the strength will increase, the strength of concrete will increase. So that's why admixtures are used, like pozzolana or any plasticizers are mainly used to reduce the water content, increase the workability. That's why increasing the strength of concrete. So next is grading of aggregates. Grading of aggregates is nothing but when that is well graded, top graded. So that is what grading of aggregate. If proper grading of aggregates is done, then presence of void is reduced. So if you use the round graded aggregates, then what happens, the void in between the aggregates will increase. So then if void increases, the air voids increases, then the concrete will lose its strength. So as possible as the voids should be reduced. Okay, so that's why grading and shape of aggregates is important in the producing the concrete. So therefore the aggregates must be properly graded and the used so as to increase the workability and strength of concrete. So the grading of concrete should be used in such a way that it should increase the workability and strength of concrete. So next is compaction of concrete. Compaction of concrete is any, like you should do the compaction of concrete in such a way that there should not be any air and water voids. There should not be any air voids. Again same, if the air voids increases, then the strength will lose. Okay, see, any entrapped air resulting from inadequate compaction of the plastic concrete will lead to a reduction in strength. So as I told, strength will reduce, the strength of the concrete will reduce. So if there was a 10% trapped air in the concrete, then the strength will fall down to the range of 30 to 40%. See this point, if there will be only 10% of trapped air in the concrete, then the concrete loses its strength to 30 to 40%. So that's why compaction should be done in proper way. Observe, after placing of concrete in molds or in a formwork, you have to conduct a compaction in a proper way. Okay, next is curing. It should be clear from that is when the curing should be done in proper way. The surface of the concrete should be thoroughly cured, thoroughly moistured for the certain days, like 28 days, 21 days. So that determine the effects of storage of concrete in dry environment can be reduced if the concrete is adequately cured to prevent excessive moisture loss. So cure plays an important role in a concrete strength of concrete. Okay, so curing should be must and should conducted after 24 hours of casting the cubes or any components, for 28 days. Okay, so this is about factors affecting the strength of concrete. There are again many, like segregation, bleeding, creep, shrinkage. We'll next go on one by one in next sessions. Okay, thank you.